up on LEX 18 News at 5:30.
His goal was to just complete his family tree. Instead, one man's journey has turned into an effort to keep the history of hundreds safe.
Why this porta potty at the Lexington's Bluegrass Airport has some cab drivers fed up.
And Coach Cal's Cats say bring on the cards.
With coverage you can count on, this is LEX 18 News at 5:30.
Could there be multiple bodies in plots in one Bourbon County cemetery? That's tonight's LEX 18 big story at 5:30. Good evening, I'm Nancy Cox. Kevin Christopher is off tonight. Thanks for joining us at 5:30. Are bodies being buried on top of bodies in one Bourbon County cemetery? It's a question one man is asking tonight. LEX 18's Jamie Weiss is live in Bourbon County with the story.
Well, you don't have to see the dates on these grave markers here at Cedar Heights to know just how old this cemetery is. As far back as the late 1800s, this cemetery has been used for primarily black people. It's still operating now, but what one man uncovered has him very concerned. That's the LEX 18 big story at 5:30. If there's someone
there's named Henderson P. Lewis
buried at what was once Bourbon County's only black cemetery, Lindrell Blackwell,
there's also a gentleman, Shelton Evans, I think his name is,
could probably tell you who they are. He's no historian. His interest started about a year ago with his grandparents' headstones.
Their parents are buried right in here somewhere.
And a subscription to Ancestry.com. He wanted to complete his family tree, but when he didn't find all he was looking for,
came out, looked at the book,
then went to the courthouse for more records. Within a few months, Blackwell says he realized the ground he was walking on was not marked as what it appeared to be. It began a mission to help all the others buried here.
People have always said this cemetery is full, but nobody had proof.
Now Blackwell believes he has the documents that show the lists of who is laid to rest here are not complete.
So I've continued to compile names, and at this point I've got over 900 death certificates of people that are not on that list.
That includes his family.
From say there to maybe somewhere here maybe. It's a 19 by 20 plot.
Where 7 adults and 2 babies are buried, and there are only 2 tombstones. Blackwell says the people who own the cemetery are still selling plots, still burying people as recently as October. One day,
I don't want to think about it.
Could someone be laid to rest over his family? He doesn't blame anyone. He just wants someone to listen to what he's found on behalf of all the names who have no say.
All I'm trying to do is correct what's happened in the past, and hopefully this will become something sacred and people can respect.
Now, Blackwell says he'd like to see the cemetery closed, he wants it resurveyed, and he wants a monument put up for all the unmarked graves here. I did speak with the owner of the cemetery, Manus Hazard. He has been in contact with Blackwell. He says the work Blackwell has done is tremendous. He's very impressed, but at this point, he's not sure what to do yet. Covering the news live in Bourbon County from the LEX 18 mobile newsroom, back to you.
Hazard says he hopes to set up another meeting with Blackwell after the first of the year to work with him on the next steps.